What the? Oh, hell no. They must have that Rona. Not today, Rona. I said, not today. Hi there, welcome back to Because Tesla. My name is Eric, and today I'm making a video that I just hate making these kind of videos. So this is my 2019 Tesla Model 3, and today I'm bringing it into Tesla for repair because we had a minor accident. If you see here, I've got a cracked bumper, I've got a parking sensor that's busted in, and the light is shattered. So I was driving into work and I had a orange traffic cone fly through the air and slam into the front of my car here. So no other damage, but it is gonna cost me about $1,400 to get that fixed. Luckily, I do have comprehensive coverage from my insurance that is going to cover it with a zero deductible. So that's the good news. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. The way I'm looking at it is it's a blessing in disguise because I do have quite a bit of rock chips in the paint. And there's actually one that's really bad right here that I couldn't figure out how to fix, because when you run your finger over it, it's actually sticking like towards you. It's actually sticking out. It's not like a divot into the bumper, and it sticks out. I don't know how to get that to go back in, because I was just going to smooth it over and put some touch-up paint, but there's no way to do that. So what Tesla's going to do is actually just replace the entire bumper, which is going to fix all my problems. So that's great. And again, it's not going to cost me anything because my insurance is covering it. But the process so far has been pretty painless, and I'll go over that with you guys because I'm sure this will speak to some of you that may have recently had accidents or want to be well prepared if you ever do get into an accident with your Tesla. First of all, I want to say I hope everyone's healthy and staying safe out there. I have one of those essential jobs, so I am required to still drive into the office. And I was driving into work one day, and that's when the accident happened. Other than just going to work and occasionally to the grocery store or to a drive-through window for food, we pretty much have been just staying indoors in the house, just me, my wife, and our two kids. So we're trying to do our best to social distance. I do have actually quite a lot of content coming for the car. It's just we've been sheltering inside, and I've been playing with the kids and doing stuff around the house. But we will have more stuff on the channel soon, so don't worry about that, guys. I'll be back. You'll see this beautiful face soon enough. So I'm taking the car into Tesla right now, and I'll take you along with me. There's probably not much to see there. They say they may have a loaner car for me, so that might be interesting to see what I get, but I'll take you along. It's been real interesting driving with that parking sensor busted. You see, I'm moving the car, but the car still recognizes that there's something going on with that sensor. Pretty annoying. The chimes stop as you actually get up to speed. It's really only as you're going low speeds that it chimes like this. But I think the car is smart enough to realize that once it's moving and that there's nothing in front of it that you need to stop for, it shuts off the chime. So that's the good part about this kind of damage. And yep, that's true. The parking sensor is behind the bumper now, so it is obstructed by the bumper, and that's why it's sensing that there's something in front of it that you should stop for. All right, guys, I'll see you at Tesla. Here's my car in for repair at Tesla, right behind a brand new Model Y. These are pretty cool. Never seen one in person. This is the Model X P90D with Insane Plus mode. So this is an older model, so it does have the active arrow, and I'll show you as soon as I approach and it recognizes the key fob, the spoiler will rise up. There you go. And of course the car is unlocked now. You open these by actually pushing on this side. It's kind of like the Model 3, but and here's the interior. This one has white perforated leather. If I was to buy a new one, I would probably spec it pretty similar to this. I like the white interior. I like the gray exterior. It's a P90D, 40,000 miles. And this one is the 6-seat configuration, which I think is pretty good, actually. Unless you really need trunk space. If you have a large family, this would definitely be a good option. Like the little sunroofs over the seats. And of course, the front windshield is pretty amazing because it goes over the top of the driver and passenger. Kind of like one of those old school helicopters. And of course, it is tinted, so I don't really feel sun on my head, kind of like in my Model 3. If you do need a visor, it is here, held on by magnets. So you release the magnet there, and then click it there, and now there's your magnet. And this is your visor. And of course, to open the Falcon Wing doors, you press on this side here. And we can get in through here. There are multiple ways to open and close these doors. This is another release here. You can push on this or pull up on it to open. When you're outside the car, there's another button here that you can push right there, and that will close the door. This one does have a few USB outlets here for the back passengers. It is pretty roomy. Like, I can sit on the side here and turn around. There's cup holders in the back. Here, let me get in the back seat. All right. So there's really not a lot of room for my knees here. So whoever would be in this seat would need to move it forward so I could have some leg space, but in a pinch, I could definitely fit. Headroom isn't too bad. I'm not touching, and I'm an average height guy, so here is the trunk space, which is not very much if you have this third row configuration. But this is definitely doable. All right, and with the trunk raised, this is how much space we have back here. It's kind of a cool little thing where your rear passengers would actually have some open air with this trunk open. Not a whole lot of space. There's your charge cable. That's actually pretty deep down there. So that's the trunk. You do have a button to close it. Go ahead and close this one. I'm gonna open the frunk, which here they still call it a front trunk. Of course, I have to manually lift it. Okay, so yeah, so this frunk is really wide. I would say it's about as deep as the Model 3. I mean, it's higher up here because it's you know, sloped, and it's a shorter front area than the Model 3. The Model 3 has a longer hood, so this one's going to have a steeper incline, but this part is taller. But as far as the depth from here down, it feels about the same as the Model 3, but it's almost twice as wide. Still no room for like a spare tire. I know you guys ask about that. Yeah, I can't see you fitting any kind of spare donut of any kind in here. And of course, this car has a ton of party tricks. So one of them is the door is pretty far away. I'm sitting normal in the chair with my arm fully extended, and I still can't reach that door. I would have to lean over to grab it and then pull it over. So one thing that Tesla Model X is known for is if you are sitting in the driver's seat and you have the key fob with you, you can put your foot on the brake pedal and the door will close automatically. Another cool little party trick I found in the Model X is with the doors. Let's say someone wanted to give me something over here. I could open the passenger door and it auto opens all the way. Now, if I hit that on accident, I don't have to reach over and grab it. I can just push the button again and it auto closes. That's pretty cool. Let me do that with the Falcon Wing door. All right, so it is up. Let me see if I can close it again. Yeah. I guess that was the one that was expected, but what I didn't expect was the front doors. Let me do the driver's side. And close it. Swanky. All right, so I'm taking the Model X out for a drive. And one thing that I will say that I've noticed right away is that the ride is smoother. This is an air suspension, and so it's expected to be a little bit smoother. But yeah, it's just a more plush feel. The seats are a little bit more comfortable. They do sit up higher, so it is a better view overall. I mean, it is twice as expensive as the Model 3. And a lot of people ask, you know, can you tell though? Is it really worth twice? It really depends on you and, you know, the way you feel about cars in general. Are you a car fanatic? If you are a car fanatic, then you would notice all the little subtleties that make this car so great. And if you're not that much of a car fanatic, you love your car, but you know, you don't geek out over all the little details and the specs, then it may not be worth it. It may be just, you know, fun to rent, you know, if you wanted to, or request one as a loaner if you ever have your car in the shop. But if you could find a used one that's in your price range, it might be worth it. I know my wife really likes this car a lot. She would probably love to have one. We are a single income family, so I don't know if I can make that happen, but it is something that we are thinking about. Another thing that I've noticed is that the regen braking isn't as strong on this vehicle as it is on my Model 3. I'll have to go through the settings to see what it's set to, but that's just another observation that I made. All right. right, so here we are. I found a drag strip here. Going to test out driving mode. It's already on Insane. I'm gonna try Insane Plus. Max battery power, yes. I hear the motors or something winding up. Set to sport, well, that's steering. Standard regen braking. I don't need any slip start or anything like that. Range mode. All right, so I'm in Insane Plus mode. I'm gonna come up to a point here where I can do a launch. And then we're gonna see what this bad boy can do. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. That was pretty intense. All right. Let me set my camera up here again. Let's see if I can lose the camera again. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty addictive. So I'm back from repair and the bumper looks brand new. Just as expected. It's color matched. Yeah, looks good. All right, so I'm back from the Tesla repair facility and I thought I'd just talk to you a little bit about the process. It was actually pretty easy. So what you have to do is you go on your Tesla app and you can go to service and then schedule an appointment for collision repair. What you would also need to do is contact your insurance company if you're going to go through insurance. For my particular incident, because I had a traffic cone fly through the air and hit the front of me, that's considered a comprehensive type, so I had a 0 deductible, so I didn't really have to even pay anything other than some taxes on the repair costs, so not bad at all. But what I had to do with my insurance company is file a claim with them first. Because of the whole COVID-19 pandemic, they're not having anyone come out to your location to do estimates or have you drive in. I use State Farm, so they have an app that they sent me to take pictures and upload it to their, guys that they can give an estimate. They pretty much gave the same estimate that Tesla gave me, so I knew that it was matching up. And they wired me a check, and I just paid out of pocket at Tesla and then reimbursed myself with the check that State Farm had sent me. And this was all done within like maybe half a day. It was really quick that this all happened. So it was pretty painless. So if you have any questions about collision and getting your car repaired, feel free to shoot me a message. I thought I'd give you some prices on the parts that I had to replace, just in case you're in a similar situation. So the bumper was $900, and that comes painted and everything. So $900 for the bumper. One of those fog lights was $200, and then a parking sensor was, I want to say it was around $60. So overall, it was, not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be thousands of dollars, but it wasn't too bad. So anyways, that was my adventure for the week. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer. And if you're looking for a Tesla, feel free to use my code, because they're still offering the free supercharging for 1,000 miles. I've been using that lately. It's been pretty cool. And if you're looking to accessorize your Tesla, I put a link for Abstract Ocean with my coupon code to help save you some money there as well. One item that I recommend is a screen protector. They offer two. One is a clear one and one is a matte finish to have reduced glare. That's the one that I've got, is the matte finish, and I absolutely love it. If you're on the fence about which one to get, don't be freaked out by having this one not as clear as the other one, because it is still crystal clear. It is, you can barely tell that there's any kind of matte finish. You just notice that there's less glare than without it. But the main reason that I recommend a screen protector is because it actually does its job. If you look right here, you'll see that little chip in the glass. That happened just by me moving bags and things in and out of the car, and that is not my actual screen that is chipped right there. It is the screen protector, because this is made out of glass, and it's the screen protector that's chipped. So it really did save me there. Highly recommend that one. And if you need to see a video on how to install one, I've got one of those as well. And as always, I really appreciate you guys, especially the guys that subscribe to the channel. We're like family. We're going to get through all this, and I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. And of course, with the latest software, you can now view your dash cam and your Sentry Mode videos in the car on the big screen. Finally, Tesla, thank you. So you can watch the front camera, you can click on which view you want. And of course, if you wanted to save the video like on a computer, you still need to remove your flash drive or SSD, whatever you're using to record with, to connect it to a computer. But this is still really cool, because how many times have you gotten in your Tesla and it said that there were so many Sentry alerts and you just wanted to check it real quick? Now you can do that because we have it viewable on the big screen.